Greetings, fellow book lovers, and welcome back to Colin's Corner. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about my TBR for the next quarter of the year. But first, we need to go over the answer for the last Comedy with Colin segment. The joke from the last Comedy with Colin segment was, why couldn't the sailor learn the alphabet? The answer? He was always stuck at sea. Alright, so let's get on to this TBR list. So yesterday I put up a post on my community page on YouTube just to kind of give you guys an update on my thought processes here. So I do not like having very strict TBRs, and I was struggling with the idea of doing monthly TBRs. But I also want to let you guys know what I'm reading. So the solution that I came up with is that I think what I'm tentatively going to do is do quarterly TBRs where I kind of just touch on everything that I definitely plan on getting to within the next 3 months. And then I will do monthly wrap-ups to kind of keep you guys updated with what I've read, where I'm at currently, and some videos to be anticipating for the channel. That way you guys are up to date on what I'm reading. We can still have discussions on books, and it will also keep you guys in the fold in terms of what I will be reading soon, in case you guys want to hop on board with me so that we can talk about these books together. So that's the plan. And to kick off my TBR list for this quarter of the year, I will actually be participating in a readathon called the Battle of the Bands. Now, this is hosted by Jake over at the Bookish Drummer. It's a very cool concept. There's 4 different teams. I am on Team Beatles, led by our fearless leader, Kate, from the Almost Book Doctor. I will link all these channels in the description. If you want to check out Jake's channel so you can see kind of how this readathon is structured, then you can go ahead and do that. But I will be going over the prompts for the Beatles team. Each band has 5 prompts. I will put those right here, and I will be letting you guys know what books I picked for each prompt to start my TBR. So the first prompt, you're going to have to forgive me because I'm going to be peeking over to my computer over here so I can see what the prompts are. But the first prompt is going to be Hey Jude. So a book with a male character name in the series of or title of the book. And for that one, I picked Piranesi by Susanna Clark. Now, at the recording of this video, I have started Piranesi. I have not finished it yet, but this is going to be my pick for the first Beatles prompt. The second prompt is Come Together. So this is a book featuring a group of friends working together. Now, I don't know much about this book, but I did read the back cover. That will be The Way of Edan by none other than fellow booktuber Philip Chase. According to the back cover, there is a character in here that has to work with an unlikely group of friends to achieve some kind of goal. So I figured that would work for the Come Together prompt. The next prompt is Yesterday. So this is a book featuring a character's written account of their own story. I think this falls into that. A lot of this is just up to the discretion for our choices is up to us. But I'm pretty sure that Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir falls into that. I think it's first person account of the main character's experiences with some kind of flashbacky type stuff going on. So that's going to be my prompt for the Yesterday prompt. I'm sorry. The fourth Beatles prompt is Help. So this is actually a poll pick, and I will be putting a poll up for people to choose for me to read either Equal Rights, which is the 3rd Discworld book, and I don't have a physical copy of the next one, but it would be the 3rd book in the Dresden Files, which is Grave Peril. So I will put up a poll and allow people to choose either Equal Rights or Grave Peril for me to read. And the last prompt is a magical mystery tour. So a fantasy book with a mystery element. Now for that, I will be using, these never want to focus. This is A Storm of Swords. So the 3rd A Song of Ice and Fire book. And I'm just going to kind of use the mystery of what's going on in the North as my mystery element. I'm doing this one on audio while working. So I'm just going to kind of chip away at this one throughout the month of April. So those are all the books for my prompts for the Battle of the Bands readathon. So if you guys want to follow along with the updates on that, go ahead and check out Jake's channel. He'll be posting update videos on how the readathon is going, who's winning, what the point totals are, stuff like that. But this is a really cool way to kind of incorporate music and reading in a fun way and kind of get people of the community together. So that is my TBR that's specific to April and specific to the Battle of the Bands readathon. But what about some other stuff that I want to get to? The next priority for me over the next 3 months is going to be the Live Ship Traders by Robin Hobb. So I will be beginning in April with Ship of Magic. There we go, Ship of Magic. In May, I will be doing Mad Ship. And in June, I will be doing Ship of Destiny. Now, these books will be in preparation for some live discussions that I will be having with Ben over at Books with Genghis Khan. We'll be doing one live Ship Traders book per month and having a discussion at the end of the month. I'm really, really excited to get to these guys, and these are definitely going to be a priority for me. Other than that, I do plan on continuing with the Song of Ice and Fire. And after I finish Storm of Swords, my next read is going to be A Feast for Crows. So I know some people, this might not be their favorite, but I've also heard a lot of really good things about this, especially from people that have reread the series. There's not been a book in this series that I have disliked so far. I don't know if there will be. So I'm very excited to get to this. And the last thing that I definitely have planned that I want to get to is the second book in the Green Bone Saga, that being Jade War. Again, I don't have a physical copy of this. I have this one on Kindle. However, I loved Jade City. I thought it was a great book. I'm very excited to see where Fond du Lis takes this. I know there's a lot of people reading this right now, and there's a lot of discussions happening on BookTube about that. So I'm very happy to be able to kind of be in the know and be able to, listen to other people's thoughts on this series that has kind of taken the fantasy community by storm in a way. So I will definitely be trying to get to Jade War at some point in the next quarter. That's going to do it, guys, for books that I definitely plan on getting to within the next quarter. And, it might not seem like a ton, but like I mentioned in the beginning and like I mentioned on my community post, I really like to leave some breathing room in my TBR. I don't like to feel like I'm very constricted time-wise and I have to finish this and move on to this. Sometimes I like that. I like to have general plans, and I also just like to wander in here and pick up a book if I feel like reading. So I will kind of keep you guys updated in my monthly wrap-ups if some of those books happen, if I have time to get to anything other than these. There's a lot of really big books on here. But yeah, that's the tentative plan for right now. So let me know if you guys have read any of these. Let me know if you guys plan to hop on board, and drop down in the comments what you guys are reading, what your plans are for the next month, couple months. I'd love to hear what you guys are reading and what you guys are planning to read coming up. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the video, comedy with Colin. Today's joke, guys. What do you call a pony with a sore throat? If you think you know the answer, drop it down in the comments. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I'm having such a blast making videos and getting to meet so many cool people in this community. I hope you're all enjoying what you're currently reading. I can't wait to hear some of your guys' plans coming up. And as always, remember, you're always welcome in Colin's Corner.